Welcome to 180 Days of Spelling and Word Study. My name is Mrs. Rhoades, and I'm here to get you started on Unit 1, Short A. So let's take a second, make sure you have all your materials. You should have this book open to page 11. There's Unit 1. You're also going to need some colorful writing utensils, markers, crayons, highlighters, colored pencils, whatever you can find in your house. I'm going to be using my colorful whiteboard markers. Whatever you see me do on the board, you should go ahead and do on your page. If I'm moving too fast, remember you can always pause the video and come back to it. All right, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do is read our list of words. So please repeat after me. Anthem, ballot, basket, cactus, canyon, gallon, handsome, happen, magnet, planet, rabbit, random, salad, tablet, talon. Okay, take a second, look at that list. Try to figure out what they all have in common. All right, you probably noticed that these are all two-syllable words, and they all start with a short vowel in that first syllable. So what I want you to do right now is choose a color, and I want you to get in the habit of breaking multisyllabic words into syllables. So we're going to break them into chunks. And there's two reasons we do that. Three reasons, actually. Makes it easier to spell the words, makes it easier to read the words, and helps us notice important patterns. Okay, so let's start with our first word, anthem. We're going to slice it between the N and the T. Ballot. We always slice syllables between the double consonants. Basket, between the S and the K. Remember, you should be doing this on your page as well. Cactus, between the C and T. Canyon, between the N and Y. Gallon, slice it between the double consonant. Handsome, between the D and the S. Happen, between the double P's. Magnet, between the G and N. Planet, after the N. Rabbit, between the B's. Random, after the N. Salad, after the L. Tablet, between the B and L. And talon after the L. Okay, somewhere else on your page, I want you to create a key. Wherever you can find space, down here, it doesn't matter. But just like a key helps you unlock a door, this key is going to help you unlock the pattern. It's going to help you go back and remember what all these colorful lines and squiggles meant. So here, wherever I drew a pink vertical line, that represented a syllable break. So I'm going to write pink line equals syllable break. Okay, so now I want you to notice that by breaking these words into syllables, they're much easier to pronounce now. Every single word starts with a closed syllable that ends with a short vowel and a consonant. There's nothing tricky here. You guys are already experts. An, bal, bas, cac, can. You guys can spell all that. Here's where the new learning comes in. I want you to notice that when you have a two-syllable word, you're going to say one of the syllables a little bit louder and with a little more power. We call that the stressed syllable. So for instance, when I say anthem, you might notice that the first syllable is stressed. It's not called an anthem, it's an anthem. So I'm going to choose a second color, and I'm going to put a little check above an to remind myself that that is the stressed syllable. That is the one I say a little bit louder and a little bit more powerfully. Ballot, basket, cactus. Are you noticing a pattern here? Every single one of these words has a stressed first syllable. Now, the good thing about a stressed syllable, it's very predictable. The letters say their sound. So the A in each of these syllables is going to say ah. Or if it comes before an N or an M, it's going to say ah, like in canyon or handsome. Okay, back to our key. Blue check equals stressed syllable. Like I said, that's the easy part. Here comes the tricky part. Because if we have a stressed syllable, that means we also have an unstressed syllable. We say that one a little softer with a little less power, and we kind of have a lazy tongue. What that means is that instead of the E saying eh or the O saying ah, everything turns into this sound. We call that the schwa. Okay? Schwa is kind of an sound. Now, what makes these words tricky is that that schwa can be represented with an A, an E, an I, an O, or a U. So let me show you that. Let's start by finding everything that uses E to make the schwa sound. So I'm going to use green for this. So I have anthem. Notice that E makes an sound, not an sound, but an sound. So we have anthem, basket, there's that sound again. Happen, magnet, plan, tablet. Okay? Wherever you see me circling in green, we have an E that is not making the E sound, it's making an sound. It's a schwa. Okay? So here's a little spelling tip for you. You know that when you're saying this word, you're supposed to pronounce it anthem, but when you're spelling it in your mind, think anthem, basket, happen. In your mind, really stress that short E sound to remind yourself that the schwa is being represented by an E. Okay, let's choose another color, and then quickly we're going to go through and find all the cases where O makes a sound. Ballot, canyon, gallon, handsome, random, talent. In all these situations, the O is making the schwa sound. Okay? It's just something you have to memorize. The more you read, the more you'll know that an OT looks right, not an IT or an AT. But as you're spelling, think ballot, canyon, gallon, random. Okay? I know it sounds weird, but in your head, that will help you pronounce it and spell it correctly. Okay, a couple more. Let's try the U. Cactus. That's it. We only have one example. How about the I, rabbit. Only one example today. And we need one more color. We'll do red for salad. Okay, check it out. All 5 syllables can make that sound, that schwa sound in the end of a word. Okay? This is the tricky part for you this week. This is where you need to focus your attention, trying to figure out which vowel to plug in to make that sound. Okay? Before we wrap up, let's make sure we know what all these words mean. So an anthem, that's a song. It's a national song. So here in the United States, our anthem, our national anthem, is the Star-Spangled Banner. You hear people sing it before football games and baseball games and school events. A ballot is a piece of paper that you use to vote. So if you go to your school, or you go to your town council, you go to your town council building, town hall, and you vote for the mayor or you vote for school board members, you're going to be checking off names on a ballot. So that's a piece of paper that helps you vote. Basket, I bet you know. A cactus is a type of plant that needs very little water. So you see a cactus grow well in like desert conditions. A canyon, that would be the space between two mountains, that deep area, like think of the Grand Canyon. A gallon is a unit of measurement. You might buy a gallon of milk or fill your car with gallons of gas. Okay, so a gallon, we'll say, is a unit of measurement, specifically liquid measurement. Handsome, you know. Happen, you know. Magnet, planet, rabbit. Random. If something happens randomly, it's not planned. Okay? So if I pick a random number, I just say 7. I'm just picking randomly. It's not, there's no plan behind there. Salad, you know. Tablet, keep in mind we could be talking about an iPad, right? Something that you play games on, but could also be talking about a pill. Some types of medicine come as tablets. And then the last thing, talon, that's a claw, okay? So an eagle would have sharp talons. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Get started on your unit. Thank you.